Riff Ranch. Intro art provided by Jeremiah Gardner.
Yeah.
There you
go. Welcome back to a special episode of the Riff Ranch podcast, guys. Today we're doing a Halloween special.
Halloween time.
Halloween time,
we're having
baby.
Halloween fun.
Yeah, this is one of our favorite specials of the year, I think. Honestly, I love Halloween time.
Next year we're gonna wear better costumes and be more prepared.
And we're gonna switch costumes again, because if you guys saw Wednesday's episode, you would realize that we were filming it at the same night.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Hey,
surprise!
Give a little inside click to the how the honey is honeyed. You know how the sugar is made. Is that what the term is? How the sugar, how the
honey is made,
how the cookie is crumbled.
Are you having a stroke? Right? Do you smell toast?
Do you smell toast? No. Is
that
what a stroke smells like? Dude, I smell this fucking costume though, bro. Jesus Christ. Have you been smoking weed in this motherfucker?
No, do I smell like weed?
It smells like...
Oh!
It smells like pussy in here.
It smells like... That's crazy, I don't get any.
That's so funny.
Isn't it? Okay, so today we're going to talk about disturbing Reddit stories. I have a couple things. I really just have the first one written down, and then I'm going to try and recite the other two to the best of my memory.
Dude, I'm finna fuck someone in this.
Please
honestly.
Don't rip that. Oh. I'm trying to return that later. That's why the tag's still on there. That's funny.
Dude, honestly, this fits really good. But if I can feel just like a fat guy in a little coat.
It's a large.
I can feel it just... Oh, it's a large?
It's a large?
Look at all that weight loss.
Look at that.
Me. I'm a skinny legend.
Skinny legend.
I'm fucking skinny to the day I die, you fat bitches.
you fat bitches are gross.
You fat bitches are fucking gross. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Twins.
Twinsies. Hell yeah,
This
dude.
is like not fucking comfortable, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Like I'm kind of wearing an apron, but it's like I almost feel like I'm not wearing anything. I don't know, it just feels weird.
He said it's cold in here.
It is it's a titty bit nipply.
I love the head though. Like, did you see me messing with it? Like, I like just getting down in it. I love that shit. I love that shit.
We're gonna be talking about disturbing Reddit stories from the internet.
Yeah. We're going to play a little game?
We're going to play a little game for the Halloween special. So basically, I'm going to tell these disturbing Reddit stories I found. And Bailey is going to guess whether they are true or whether they really happened or not. I described it as Bailey as like 2 truths and a lie, but it's not necessarily 2 of them are true and 1 of them is false.
How many stories do you have?
I got 3 of them.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So how do you want to do this? Do you want me to tell the story and then you guess if it was true or false? Or do you want me to tell all 3 of them back to back and then we can kind of go through them again and you can guess? How do you want to do it?
Just each one so I can kind of ask some questions about it maybe.
Yeah. I think that would help. It'd keep it fresher in your mind too when you're guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
That scared me.
There's a domestic dispute going on upstairs.
Jesus.
Because we're having a good time down here and you see my roommates just beating the dog shit out of each other.
Respectfully. Okay, so this one is, I don't have it written down here, but this one is the Redditor that vanished or something like that. So Redditor's name was Flip and Flop. He made a post saying that he wanted to try Datura. It's a hallucinogen.
Oh, Datura, yeah.
You know what Datura? Okay. What are your thoughts? Do you have some? What are your thoughts on Datura? I was listening to this and I was like, wow, that's kind of...
I don't like that. I wouldn't do it.
You would never do it?
I know I just made a joke, but like... And I'm pretty sure it's legal. Like, you can legally...
Is it?
Yeah, you can get the... Yeah, Datura is like...
I think I'm a little jittery after drinking that fucking...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking... That white club got you.
Yeah, that gay white club got me.
That gay energy got you tripping. But it's like, if I believe... So, you can you take a little bit, and it can kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very strong. It's one of the most strong. And you can just get it as a houseplant. Like, you can just have it in your backyard.
I'll talk about the facts when I get to them, I guess, because I have it written down somewhere here. But so he posted on the r/drugs subreddit, which I thought you would enjoy that. You know, you've probably been on that subreddit.
Yeah. r/drugs, r/meth.
He posted and said, "Finally got my hands on some Datura. How much should I take?"
None, brother.
So the first guy said, so this guy was speaking from experience. He had tried Datura before, and basically said that it puts you in a state of psychosis. Like, for those of you that don't really know what psychosis is, it's almost like, God, I wish I had the definition off the top of my head. But it's like you almost don't believe that, like, it's like when you spend so much time alone, you almost don't believe, like, the people out there are real. Like, you're kind of, like, fucking very paranoid feeling, I would say, to describe psychosis.
Yeah, a mental disorder that causes a person to lose touch with reality and have difficulty relating to others.
Yeah, so this shit makes you hallucinate, and it puts you in a state of psychosis, which makes you not believe in others, basically, from how it sounds. Fucking, this thing is crazy. This thing I'm wearing. But I don't know, after hearing that, like, just that first post of the guy saying, like, hey, yeah, I took Datura, you don't want to take it, it puts you in a state of psychosis, it makes you believe, like, it doesn't matter your state of mind or who you are as a person. Whatever your state of mind is when you take it doesn't matter, because it makes you believe the hallucinations you're seeing are real, which is fucking scary. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, acid and mushrooms is one thing because you can see shit and know it's not real because you're on drugs or whatever. But this, no, I'm not saying all the time, but
no, I just was having a flashback.
But anyway, so it puts you in the state of psychosis. He was asking how much he should take, and oh wait. So one of the comments says, I believe the the recommended dose to get the best trip is exactly 0. Like, that's what one of the comments said, and there was a lot of comments saying stuff like not even 1. You should take absolutely 0, and just stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm saying so much. God damn it.
Do you want to put my sweater on?
Huh?
Do you want to put my sweater on?
No, it's okay.
You can wear the pink sweater.
I'm fucking like I feel like my head's all over the place after drinking that energy drink. So to get to the point, he gets all of these comments. Like, basically every single comment is telling him, don't take any of it. Like, that's some dangerous shit, basically.
Yeah.
And his next reply is that he decided to roll a blunt out of the leaves, and he's soaking the seeds in his tea. And then the next...
What?
Yeah, he's soaking the seed. He said he's going to have a nice little evening. He's going to drink the tea that he soaked the seeds in, and he's going to smoke his blunt throughout the night. Isn't that wild?
That is awful.
And
why would you do that? Don't do that. We don't condone any of this. Don't ever do that.
Yeah,
ever.
No. I hope this story deters you from doing Datura.
Yeah. Yeah. So YouTube, you heard me say that, right?
Yeah.
YouTube,
Absolutely.
The YouTube guys.
One of the comments says, I believe this is the same guy that said he had done it before. And basically, this same guy leaves several different comments on this post and basically says that he was not the same after doing Datura. Like, it changed him psychologically. And one of the comments says, the amount needed to trip is extremely close to what is considered a fatal dose of Datura. Like, it's almost like fentanyl, where, like, fentanyl is very similar, where, like, it takes a very similar...
I was going to use that as an example when you asked me if I knew.
Yeah. The amount it takes to trip on these things is very close to the fatal amount. And it also varies, I don't have it written down here, but it also varies very much from person to person, apparently. Like, some people will trip, or some people can die off of 100 milligrams, and some people wouldn't even start to trip yet off of 100 milligrams, basically. So, like, it's varying on, like, different body types and who you are and shit like that, which is crazy.
Crazy. I'm a big guy, and I have been known to put a lot of things in my body, but not for the last 302 days. Anyway,
so he said he soaked 15 to 16 seeds in his tea.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
The thought of even if you're
he was told not to take even 1, and he soaked 15 to 16 seeds in his tea and rolled a blunt out of the leaves.
Yeah. He wanted to unalive himself. Certainly.
Yeah, that had to be what it was, because there's no way that you got the comments you got, and
there's no way. There's no way you saw that and Googled it and been like, fuck it, I ain't gay. I'm gonna take this.
Look it, I ain't gay.
Hey, I don't want. Hey, look. Hey, I'm not saying I'm gay or nothing.
Man, the story kind of gets sad from here. So it says 5:55 a.m. So this is in the morning. This is in the morning after he had done, because I believe it was the night before that he said that he was going to soak it, he was going to drink the tea, and he was going to smoke his blunt and have a nice little evening. So this is the morning after. It's 5:55 a.m. The next post that he has on his subreddit is Google.com. Like he was trying to search something, but he pulled up Reddit instead and started typing. It says Google.com. How normal again? Stop now. That was the next comment on the fucking. That's tragic, dude. Like I don't.
That's awful. How normal do I snap out of it now, please?
It's fucking.
God, please help me.
So, people were posting all over this. They're like, "Oh my God, I wish you well. Da da da. Hope you're okay. Don't get back on the internet until you're done." Like people were like commenting all sorts of stuff like that. The next post. Oh wait. Okay, so no, it wasn't another post actually. The guy I was listening to did like a deep dive into trying to find posts from this guy basically, and the next post you're able to find is on a different subreddit entirely, and it was at 5:58 p.m. So almost a full 12 hours, almost exactly a full 12 hours later. So it's this CGI GIF of two mammoths fighting. And one gets launched into the air and like ragdolled basically. Like that's the whole GIF. It's like it's a really weird fucking post. And like the caption says like a realistic depiction of two mammoths fighting or some shit like that. And the reason I bring this up is because our friend, I don't know if I mentioned his name, but it's Flip and Flop. That's his.
Yeah, Flip and Flop.
Yeah. So our friend Flip and Flop, he commented on this post at 12 hours after his last post on his main Reddit.
Okay.
So he commented and said, "Please, these big dogs are fighting, not okay." And that is the last post you can find of Flip and Flop on Reddit.
And that's it?
That's it. Like nobody knows what, like that's the last thing that they can find about him. And the guy I was listening to did a deep dive into trying to find him on like anything else and like nothing really came of it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's awful. Don't ever do that. I'm going to say that one seems
Do you have any-
suspiciously true.
Suspiciously true.
Because,
Do you have anything you want to ask about it? Do you have any like...
No.
It's a
He
tragic
said
story, honestly. Like that
it's
dude's definitely not the same.
It's a story of a man and his dog.
A story of a man and his dog.
Please stop somebody eating two dogs fighting. They're 777. Like, I don't know, bro. It's
all like
sounds like
broken English. It's all
sounds
like not
true. That was pretty cut and dry. For real.
So
Don't ever do that.
please don't ever
Don't
do
ever
this.
do that
Please don't ever do that drug.
Like, don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. I thought
that
I
one,
said,
that one made me kind of nervous talking about it. Honestly, like just everything about it was just awful.
But it sounds like something I might have done in if you
in
would have
in another life.
If you like, ooh, just to think of like how crazy I felt doing any kind of psychedelic that I did in the past, it's like that one, my boy. No. But I'm gonna say that sounds very true.
So
I'm not sure yet. I haven't heard the other two, but I'm gonna say I'm leaning on that one being a true.
So, did you want the answer as we're going along, or do you want me to just answer it at the end and kind of pop, like, how you want to do this?
Yeah, you can give it to me now.
Okay, so this one is actually the only one where I don't really know. Like, there's no confirmation on whether or not this was a true story or just something that he posted. But the fact that he was posting, one of his last posts on his main Reddit was posted at 5:55 in the morning. And that's kind of early for people to be doing shit posts. Like, that would take a lot of dedication for a shit post.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards the fact that this one is true.
Yeah, because it sounds like he's like, tripping his balls off.
Yeah.
And then he
he was posting like he was tripping on other people's Reddits and shit. Like, it would have taken a lot of dedication for you to be this dedicated to the bit, basically.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
No, that was right in the mic, wasn't it?
That's tasty. Just bits like that we should like zoom in.
Zoom in. Zoom in. God,
like-
what's the next one I got right here is, damn, I wish I had it pulled up. Basically, so this woman receives, like her and her husband are looking for a place to live. And this woman gets I almost said a condo, not a condo, a duplex. For those of you at home that don't know what a duplex is, it's basically like a house that has a wall splitting it down the middle, and one family lives on one side, one family lives on the other side. That's, yeah, nice.
Nice.
So her dad owns one half of the duplex, and another family, it's a mother and a daughter, owns the other half of the duplex. And basically, they move into this duplex, and she's paying her dad to rent this out. I need to take a breath. Whew. I feel out of breath.
Bro, Kyle is cracked out right now on Celsius.
On that fucking Celsius, boy. Oh,
But I'm on a Celsius pack, baby. That's so
This
funny.
is like liquid crack. Can I get some more?
Can I get some more crack? That's so funny. How many milligrams of caffeine is in this?
I am out of breath for real though. I can't figure it out.
I can't figure it out. Too much going on around this.
Too much going on. So this woman moves into the duplex. She's renting it from her father, right? And basically, after a couple weeks of living there, they start hearing banging on the wall from like the other half of the duplex, and they don't really know what the fuck's going on. But the banging on the wall basically causes their dog to start barking, and then the barking from their dog is waking up their newborn baby. And then so their newborn baby is now crying at night because of the dog barking and the banging on the wall. And this is causing the banging from their neighbor to get even louder.
To
Like
progress.
yeah. And so she basically goes onto Reddit and asking like, hey guys, I don't know what to do. Like, should I talk to them about the banging on the wall? Or like, I'm just trying to be a good neighbor. I realize like it's annoying having a baby crying and da. And the comments on this Reddit post were fucking relentless, dude. Like, they were all basically like, oh, you're a shitty neighbor. Like, it's shitty to have a baby next door to someone. Like, it's shitty to have a neighbor that has a baby at all and shit like that. And they're like, no, you're the fucking problem because your baby's crying and it's probably fucking annoying them and that's why they're banging on the wall and shit. Yeah.
Really?
Every single comment, dude. And like, I don't know, I get it. It would be annoying if a baby was crying or whatever. But the fact that like the way she stated it was they were banging on the wall first and then it was causing their dog to bark and then that was causing their baby to scream. Like, the neighbor's the fucking problem here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You were banging in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
you're banging.
I wish I was banging the neighbor.
But so eventually this goes on for a while and she's posting on the Reddit thread. She's trying to figure out what she should do about the whole thing. And basically the next post she makes is talking about how the neighbor put a hole in the wall between the duplex. Like, now there's a hole between them. And the neighbor...
That's crazy because that's kind of a thick wall. Like,
Yeah, duplexes walls are
shouldn't
like...
it be like...
It's almost like a wall in a wall, if I'm wrong, or if I'm right.
Yeah.
Like, the way duplex walls work is like... Almost like there's two walls there. It's a little bit thicker.
There's two walls and it's insulated in the middle.
Yeah, it's almost like it's...
I don't know. I'm not a blue collar.
I've never worked on a duplex before, so I've lived in a duplex. I've never worked on one
I've
before.
got some work done at the duplex. Sorry.
But, so...
This is a fun episode. I can do that, right?
This is a fun episode. This is just a little special, right?
Yeah.
Like,
This is special.
I don't even, like... whatever. Anyway, so now there's this hole between... And apparently the neighbors started fucking with her. Like, the neighbor will be, like, staring at them through the fucking wall.
Yo,
and like,
that... So... I do know the story that you were talking about.
Yeah,
you
'cause I
showed me.
told-
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
told
like
you
going
this.
over it again, like the way you're describing it now is way better than you did at that point.
yeah,
but
absolutely.
but that is terrifying to me.
Yeah, the
So
neighbor's like
somebody
looking through the
busts
people.
through the door or bust through the wall, and it's like was it like a
I don't
fist-sized
remember
hole
off the
coming
top of my head. I don't remember what she was saying the neighbor was doing to fuck with them, but she wasn't just looking through the wall. She was fucking with them in like different ways, and like I don't know. At that point, like I'm pissed off. Like you punched a hole through the fucking wall. Like I get my baby's crying, but like you started it, and now you've punched a hole through the fucking wall of our duplex. I don't know. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then to be like, I just see like a crazy face, like
So
looking
she
at
gets
you through, like, is it like I imagine like this just.
Yeah, I
looking at you
imagine
with
I'm
crazy
kind of
sick
imagining it's like a
eyes.
hole this big because like if you're doing things to fuck with them through the
Like
hole.
go through the whole like. I'm gonna eat your ass like this. Hey neighbor, This
Let
hole,
me suck your dick from the back.
this hole is your asshole, and this is what I'm gonna do to it.
That's fucked.
That's fucked.
But she gets the police involved at this point, and she's like, "Yo, you need to get this bitch. She's fucking." Oh, because a smell is coming through the fucking hole at this point. They're like, "It's fucking, it's horrendous. She's fucking with us. She's like, she's staring at us and watching what we're doing in the house, and it's fucking creepy." So they get the police involved, and the police go to the front door and talk to her, and they can smell whatever's coming through there from the front door, and they're like, "Whatever that is, like that's enough to get a warrant." And so they go out to get a fucking warrant, and she calls the police several times. The police go over there, and the neighbor won't let them inside. She's like, "No, you can't fucking come in here. Get the fuck out of here. That's just my neighbor's just fucking crazy." And eventually they do get their warrant, and they go inside. They bust in her shit, and like they're like, "We don't give a fuck that you won't let it."
I'm gonna bust your shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I got a warrant.
I got a warrant to bust. I got a warrant to bust.
I got a warrant to bust. Oh, that's so funny. So they get in there, and basically they find out that in the back room, her mother has been dead, laying in the bed for 7 months. Her mother is 7 months dead. Basically from the time that this woman, like around the time this woman moved into the duplex. Or maybe even before, honestly. I don't know exactly how long she said she's been living there. But, yeah, so her mother's dead, and basically what ends up happening is, like, they get the dead body out of there. This woman is charged and sent to a fucking mental asylum. Like, they try to get her the help that she needs. And the woman on Reddit basically says that she saw in the news, like, they talked about her going to the asylum, and, like, that whole thing happened. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the end of the story. I can't think of anything.
They find her mother dead in her room.
Yeah.
Locked away.
She's been dead in there for fucking months. And this bitch is just fucking crazy. That's why she was like banging on the walls. She lost her shit when she was hearing the baby. And she was fucking with them. She's just a crazy woman who like she's mentally disabled in some way and can't take care of herself. And she just has her mother dead in the back room.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad. Crazy. And also, I think that's real.
You think that one's real?
Yeah.
What do you guys think at home? Leave a comment down below. 3, 2, 1. That one was real. That was a real story. Yeah, she did.
It's scary.
That is scary. It's tragic, honestly.
Yeah, it's scary. That one always kind of makes me nervous. But you know what's really funny?
What?
The officer had a warrant to bust.
The officer had the warrant to bust. He had the legal right.
He had the legal right to come in that woman.
In that crazy broad.
In a crazy broad. No, like I wrote down, I liked that so much. I went over to my notes real quick and I got a warrant to bust.
Doom, doom, doom. Open the door. We have a warrant to bust. Open the door or I will bust. I don't know. Whatever. That's so funny.
So the last story I got, I can't remember any specific names, but so this one is actually like 911 audio, or a lot of it is anyway. A lot of this one wasn't like explained, but it's basically like an elderly woman. She calls 911 and they're like, "Hey, hello, what's going on?" And she gives them her address and everything, and she's like, "I think there's a fire on my property. Like I can see lights and everything." And they're like, "Okay, ma'am, is there a fire in the house?" And she's like, "No, I don't think it's on the house. I think it might be spreading to the roof, but I think that there's a fire going on outside, and I can't really tell." And they're like, "Okay, ma'am, are you able to get out of the house?" And she's like, "No, I'm actually like disabled. Like I need a walker and everything, and I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the sofa. My husband's not here right now. He's at the ball game with our grandchildren." This woman's like 80 something. And they're like, "Okay, ma'am, I'm going to ask you some questions. This won't impede the time of the fire department getting there. You know, they're going to do their thing." God, I'm fucking blanking here. Okay, so yeah, she's asking all these questions, and she's like, I think the fire's spreading, like all this shit, and basically she's like, they're kind of going back and forth for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something like that. And she's like, oh, the fire's like here. It's like my house is on fire. And they're like, ma'am, like, get out of the house if you can't. She's like, I can't get out of the house. Like, I need fucking help. And she's like, okay, the fire department should be there any minute. Da da da. And then like it kind of goes on for another couple minutes. And she's like, okay, so like my house is on fire. Like I can see the fire at this point. And she's like, okay, ma'am, the fire department is there. They're gonna do something. Don't worry, just stay on the line with me. Da da da. And it's like a couple minutes of another back and forth. And it like the video I'm listening to doesn't like show the whole fucking thing. It kind of jumps forward a couple minutes and is like, this went on for a few more minutes. Oh, but this part was fucking hard to listen to. Basically, you can hear the woman burn to death over the phone, like with the 911 caller. And it's like,
Ooh.
yeah, it's hard to listen to. And the woman,
soul. I got a grandma. You got a grandma. We all got.
yeah,
grandmas.
we all got grandmas. It's so sad to listen to. The woman on the other line keeps going, hello, ma'am, don't worry, the fire department's there. And it's like, basically the video states this went on for 15 minutes of the woman on the line going, hello,
Oh my god.
the fire department's there, like kind of telling her. The name of the story is actually Hello. And then once you realize why it's called Hello, it's really fucked up. I got goosebumps from saying the name of the story was Hello, but like very tragic story. And basically, it kind of cuts to like, what's the word? Like a news reporting of the incident. And it's basically explaining the fire department, like she passed away in her home and the fire department didn't do anything about it because it was kind of like off in the woods and there was no fire hydrant to connect to the fire truck. And so they had to use the reserves that they had on the fire truck, and the fire had spread into the woods. So they needed to use the reserves to put out the wildfire basically.
Oh my goodness.
And didn't put out what was in the house, and the woman perished.
Oh my god. That's awful.
Yeah, it is awful. And basically, the fire chief was fired for negligence.
Yeah.
And the family was given $200,000.
Reparations.
Yeah, they were given $200,000 from
Only
the county.
$200,000, dude.
That's what I said when I
I'm going
listened
to sue this. I'm going
The
to
family-
own the county.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm suing.
It is going to be Walker
I'm
County
suing-
when I'm done with your
Yeah,
ass.
it's going to be Walker County. It's
I'm
going to be Walker Road, Walker Street, Walker Main Street,
Yeah.
Walker Back Streets.
I
Walker,
listened to that and
hardly
I was like, I mean, that's great. The family said that it was like, it was comforting that they got money for it, but like they'd rather fucking have their grandma back.
Yeah,
like,
100%. I mean, like, she was 84. She didn't have much time left anyway. But hey, I'm telling you something. I would rather have my grandmother here.
I would be pissed.
I'd be
if,
pissed. Like $200,000?
Yeah, and like imagine her husband
I
who was
bet-
off at the ball game. Like he comes home and his wife is gone.
His
Like,
house is gone.
his-
His memories are gone. His
Yeah.
fucking...
And now that I'm thinking about it, they probably got $200,000 from like the fucking house or some shit. Like it wasn't.
They
even,
probably did get some type of... Like, stacked up, they probably got some money. But, you know...
I don't know.
Like,
It's
you know,
it's
old
an
people
awful
got
story.
like killer life insurance policies sometimes. You know, they might have made a milli.
Yeah.
Maybe, what if they just signed a new insurance policy, life insurance policy, and then whenever he goes to leave to take the grandchildren to the fucking ball game, he lit the house on fire somehow. Something happened, and that's how they got that money.
That would be tragic.
And
That would
he knew that they were too far away from a fire hydrant to do anything about it.
that would
So
be
all
tragic.
evidence
That
would just
wouldn't
be
that wouldn't be like a comforting little bow on this story.
No. But I'm saying, if you think deeper about it,
If you think deeper about it, what if I just told you the story was fake? What if
that's what I was
told-
gonna say. Like, the more I think about it, it's like, wow, that sounds really real and sad. And I'm gonna say it's fake just because I don't want somebody's grandmother to have perished in that sense.
No, this one was real.
Oh my god, it was real.
Yeah, this one was real.
Oh my god,
This one was hard.
$200,000.
This one was hard. This one was choking me up getting through it. I don't.
Dude.
This one was hard to talk about.
I cannot stand listening to.
This one was
I cannot
hard to
bear,
talk-
I should say, listening to any kind of the 911 operator stuff, even if it is fiction. Like, for some reason, the audio
It's
call
too real.
format of it is too
Yeah.
real, and it's
Yeah.
like it like really makes you.
This one
Makes
choked me
you-
up because I actually listened to the woman die on the line, and
Yeah,
like
you're
that
just
one.
like.
Yeah, That one was hard to talk about, but I decided to do this one last for this very reason, because this
Stuff
is
like
the
that
worst
gets
one.
me. Like,
Yeah.
you remember the Bjork video, like, where the dude fucking kabooms and he dies? The whole thing with that guy was obsessed with Bjork. You never seen that?
I don't think
I
so.
thought about talking about that, but I didn't know if we would get, we're not monetized, but like demonetized.
Yeah.
Hit with a mark. But like, he basically is so insane and so like obsessed with her. He's a stalker or whatever. He sends her a bunch of arsenic, hoping that it would like kill her or whatever. And
What?
then and he sent it out, and then he goes home, like shaves his head and all this stuff, puts all the stuff on his body. He has a sign behind him that says, "This is the real me" or whatever, and gets a gun and fucking blows his brains out painting the thing. And he recorded it and put it on YouTube. It's a thing. We could watch it after we record this. But like, he fucking boom.
How did he put it on YouTube?
I guess you're right. So that doesn't make sense. But it's real. But it's real.
I swear it's real. Did this cut off? When did this cut off?
Oh, who knows?
Fuck. That's tough.
That is tough.
Technical difficulties, everybody.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're all right. We have a
We
banner.
at the
We have a
very
banner
least-
for a reason. We're gonna.
At the very least, we have audio of all
Yeah,
that.
at the very least we have audio about all that. But anyway, dude, fucking kabooms his brains,
Yeah.
splattering it on the painting behind him. And also, yeah. So I guess you are right. I guess he couldn't have posted it.
Did he get
But he
someone else to
recorded-
post it?
But he was recording the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just like footage found and then sent to the thing. But this is 100% a real thing.
Huh.
That's like it was a whole thing. Anyway, so but as he does, like he falls to the ground, and you can hear his last breaths, and you can hear the blood pouring.
And then he crawls over to the computer and posts the video.
He's like, anyway, yeah, like you can hear it's like so like. I don't know if visceral is the right word for it, but like
maybe he was like some kind of tech genius, and he was able to be like, he was able to be like, post this as soon as the footage ends, or something like that, and then like, I don't know how you would do that.
It's Factor Cat. I swear to God, I swear to God, it's.
Let us know if it's Factor Cap.
Let us know if you think it's Factor Cat. It's like a huge thing. It's like, but like you just.
When did this come out?
Motherfucker, I'll look it up right now.
Okay.
It's fucking, where's it at? YouTube.
Let us know if you like those stories. Comment below before I give the answer. Let us know if you thought any of them were real or fake. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Shake what
those are
your
some
mama gave you.
Those are some good little stories. I kind of rushed through the last one because I was forgetting a lot of it. But there are like some minor details in there that you can like hear over the phone call. But I think I got the broad strokes of it. You kind of get the idea. Like she sees the fire.
broad strokes. I got a warrant
I got a
to
warrant
bust.
to bust.
I got the broad strokes. I'm gonna bust warrantly. You can cut out a little bit of this, I guess. We'll leave mine.
We'll be alright.
There we go.
We're about to end it soon anyway.
Bjork stalker.
I got a warrant to boast. Oh my god.
This is a claymation of it.
That's easier to watch. This video might be inappropriate for some users. I understand. Why is he breathing so heavy?
That's what he does. He's like, he's hyping himself up.
I am not gonna put that up here. 96, wow.
You hear that noise?
That's his gargling.
No,
right?
that's the fucking blood coming out of his fucking head.
Oh.
So they just used.
I am not going to put that up here in the corner.
Yeah. They fucking So crazy. So scary. But that gives me stuff like that. Point I was trying to get at.
Listening to 911 calls.
Yeah, listening to 911 calls gives me the same sensation that watching that for the first time did.
Jesus
and it's
Christ.
terrible and it's awful, and I hope that nobody ever does that ever, and I hope everyone has a good time and has a good life and lives a good fun time.
I wish the best for
Peace
the
and
family.
love, peace and love, peace and love.
I wish the best for the family of that last story, and I'm glad that the chief of the fire department got
Yeah,
fired.
I'm glad the chief of the fire department got fired, and also I think it's pretty gay that you only got $200,000. What? How big is your fucking county you live in? $200,000.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm committing arson.
I'm committing arson. Jesus
Are you kidding
Christ.
me? So, that's so sad that was real.
Yeah, it is extremely
I was
sad.
really hoping that would be fake.
I was too.
That's god awful. That's god awful. Well, on a brighter side of this video, you can go ahead and check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Check out our
really
episode
anywhere,
that came
all
out earlier
platforms.
this week,
Yeah, check out the one that came on yesterday.
where
If you
we
missed
switched
it,
outfits.
Yeah, where we were wearing the same thing and we didn't change, not one bit.
The same thing, but different.
Yeah, bro. And also to continue the question from earlier, how many milligrams of caffeine is in a Celsius? 200. Yeah, 200.
Tits.
Tits. Back to
I think
you, Jamie.
it's the same as a Red Bull.
Yeah. Yeah, if you like what you see here, comment, like, subscribe, show us what you mean.
We love you and we need
We
you.
love
Of
you
course.
and we need you.
Bye, Mom.
Thank you for visiting us on our fucking spooky episode. Spooky special. All right.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Dad. Don't be gay.
Hey, Bailey. Hey, Kyle. It's me, Tank Dempsey in Steve Bloom cosplay. What's up, you beautiful bastards? Hoorah.